room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel, get a bird's eye. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah, okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna.
Snow and Lambeau, Coach. Something about that combo that just works, like peanut butter and jelly. And we've got half a foot of the white stuff and still coming down here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Green Bay Packers. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Ready? 30 base. 54. Look at me. Zipper. Hey, shoot. Check.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A run for Nick Chubb. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. Benjamin's got it. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Come on, set, 50, play. Hey, let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Hey, box truck.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's Haskins. Wide open receiver, complete. 20, 10, and he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Curtis Samuel with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
On second down, it's Jones. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Third and 2, now Haskins. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. That's out to Chubb, complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. They're going to try and throw. Open jump. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, kicks either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Herbert taking a shot for Samuel. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Haskins from his own end zone. And he fires
but no
one.
pass interference I ain't never seen one.
Picked off at the 15. And this will be a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. Bryant has it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And the Texans have an extra defender.
I got on. I forgot to even mention to the play damn game.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Looking to throw on second down. Haskins. This complete to Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty,
Hey,
but
for
I just
real.
don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see
Whole
anything
story is
more
on.
than
This
that.
is not what
There was
happened.
contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Boy, JB lying for no reason, boy.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Benjamin. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
When y'all supposed to be playing?
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense.
I say when y'all supposed to be playing.
And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Okay, pass interference. I'm about to say, this is the second time they're going to bump me off my route like that.
31, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. And you got caught in between and created a foul.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Haskins to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You got 4.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Able to slither by. Wow, incredible.
Miss.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will swell the lead to 16. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. To throw on 3rd down. Haskins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. On 1st down, here's Love. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Off the play fake. Herbert. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They run. Chubb. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get the first down.
It was 2nd and 20, bro, on a run play. And y'all face mask, dog. That's bullshit.
Inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Okay, we got another sack on 1st down. Can we not face mask on 2nd down?
5-yard line.
God damn, boy.
Like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down. But now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. And they'll need the 39 here for a first.
Like, dog, it was 2nd and like forever. These niggas face mask.
Got his target,
bro.
And he's going to get this inside
dog,
the 30.
no. This man be throwing the ball in so much traffic, bro. They nigga don't jump on that.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Like, just throwing the ball in traffic, bro.
These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers.
That's it, bro, because in front of the nigga suck.
They all want to be number 1.
15 yards, the Texans pick up.
Like, when I got in here and saw this nigga had like 11 wins, I'm like, what? Really?
They'll run on 1st down. Benjamin, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's got it. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me.
That nigga should have about 12 picks right now, bro.
Slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Complete to Bryant. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Haskins on 3rd down. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Haskins. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Haskins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it.
Bro, if y'all don't... No, I hate that trail animation they do in the game, bro.
And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete.
Bro, jump back and pick that off.
That one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game.
Why do they keep making me grab this man?
It's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. On first down, Herbert. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Texans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Herbert completes it to Samuel.
I'm done.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now a throw here to his running back. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And this nigga in the playoffs.
So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go, D. All day defense.
Running to start the drive is Love. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Watch 7. Watch 7. Single.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Haskins. Nowhere to
Oh boy, he
escape,
caught that
and he
nigga
goes
right
down.
as the bell goddamn went off.
Many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though,
I'm telling you, bro,
he's gonna
people-
make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out
People
there.
sleep on Cody Garbrandt, but my whole thing is, bro, when he's not in his feelings or doggone fighting with emotion when he in the octagon, bro, that nigga is hard to beat, bro.
So far as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
He's gonna give a damn.
Texans offense
That-
ready to go here for their next
Oh,
drive.
man, that nigga really a deal, bro.
The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3.
But there's no way in hell you
games in a
finna
row
tell me that TJ Dillashaw better than Cody. That's why I feel like he shouldn't even lost that fight, bro.
Never come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, Why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me.
But I don't see no.
Just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in
ain't nobody beating them out of the niggas, bro. That shit gonna be.
They're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Texans on 3rd down. They're at 50%.
Yeah, I feel like that Cyborg fight would have been a good fight, but Cyborg just got reckless and got caught early on.
Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as
yes, it's Velen. She got a pretty good chance of beating it up too, though. But I just feel like she's just too small. Like Amanda can just rag down.
You're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing.
I can tell that Amanda, she didn't want to knock out though. She could have knocked out in Philadelphia if she really wanted to.
2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. He'll let this go for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a
this nigga just closed his eyes and just throw the ball up, bruh.
The try here for the extra point.
Like, bro, the man just closed his eyes and throws the ball up, bruh.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now.
I see Conor McGregor done hung it up again.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave
yeah, man, that UFC just trying to make his stock grow up. They're gonna give him the, I'm telling you, that nigga is so overrated, bruh.
Third down, here's Haskins.
He ain't being the top niggas in the UFC.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
And then the UFC trying to, we're talking about putting a fight on Conor McGregor and Anderson Silva. Dana White think he's slick, bruh. He trying to goddamn get a man to beat the old Washington Anderson Silva so his stock can go back up. It's a so-called big name, but Anderson Silva way past his prime. Hell yeah, bro. But people that really don't watch the UFC like that will be like, oh, he beat Anderson Silva. And then his stock fly through the roof again. That's all the UFC trying to do.
Possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Cause shit, he looking at how Conor McGregor getting paid and he ain't getting that money. And John Jones way. Now UFC gonna work that shit out. They're not gonna let that nigga walk.
Completes it to Benjamin. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back to throw. Herbert, and a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out. And he ended up
a lot of people want to see John go to heavyweight, though.
Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So now 3rd and 10.
My whole thing is him going to heavyweight. The only reason why I'm like, should he go to heavyweight is because goddamn, think what I'm about to say? Oh, in his last couple of fights, he's been getting nailed, bro. Like, well, I ain't gonna say nailed, but getting hit way more than he usually get hit. And yeah, bro, you go at the heavyweight and get hit, but it's gonna be a long night, bro.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final.
Well, I know he would put on some weight going up the heavyweight. I feel like he would fight at least 230, 235 at heavyweight. But he can't get hit by the boys at heavyweight the way he been getting his last couple fights at light heavyweight. Especially if you trying to fight Francis Ngannou.
The final seeding for the playoffs ahead.
Yeah, cause he know he can outschool Brock. Hey, John would beat the shit out of Brock Lesnar. It wouldn't even been close. Like he literally just hopped on the nigga back and just rolled him down and choked him out. People sleep on Aljamain Sterling though. Dog, in the Ultimate Fighter, that nigga look like he gonna go to the UFC and be the real fucking deal. Like I don't understand. I stopped cause when he first started fighting. I used to make sure I watched every last one of his fights, bruh. But now, bro, he be pissing me off cause like, dog, he got all the tools. Like he got strength. He fast as hell. He's so unorthodox. He got all the tools to be a UFC great. But dog, he'll go in the octagon and just don't throw punches, fight lackluster, bruh. And then next thing you know, the last minute of the fight, he fighting the way he should have been fighting the whole damn fight. But it's too late then.